Ah,
Hey, hey everyone, I'm David the Spaniard Garcia. Welcome back to another Geek Challenge Cup. I thought since this being Alex's show, he was going to be the one starting us off as off, but apparently not. So there was a little bit of uncomfortable silence there, but we're good now.
an uncomfortable silence of exactly 1 second, David. I was taking in the moment of getting to once again run a show that I created. I love it. I like taking that extra second to just breathe it in. Relax. Don't
You
panic.
know,
Fine.
I am like hyperactive. I cannot be like silent for too much time.
It was exactly 1 second. Don't worry
True.
about it. We're gonna live. David, we have a new panel, a mostly new panel. Malcolm is joining us once again, but we have some new faces here on the show. Do you want to introduce everybody?
Sure. So we have Brandon back. Brandon, we have seen Brandon on the qualifier for World War Geek and playing a match that was very close. Brandon, welcome and excited to have you here. We have Chris Diaz, known to the movie Face Off, a known face. He has won matches, he has lost them, but he is a pretty good competitor for this. If he bets smartly, he can easily come out with the win. And then, looking to redeem himself of losing that last Geek Challenge Cup on the last question, we have Malcolm Goldie Lay. I never exactly understood your name. Is Malcolm Lay? Where does the Goldie fit in?
Goldie was just a nickname that one of my friends gave to me. I just stuck with me, and I made it into my Facebook
Right.
name.
I always thought it was like part of your name. So you all know Malcolm. He runs Full Metal Random and Full Metal Classic in Sundays. So you have to be aware of his post on Facebook and sign in there, right?
Friend of the show. Now, Malcolm just competed in the first one. Chris has actually tested before. Brandon, the only newcomer. So real quick, right before we get started, let's read off the rules. Round number 1 is the buy-in round. We will be asking you 10 questions from categories randomly chosen by a wheel. Some of the categories may repeat, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and I'm not changing it. You will have approximately 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer. You'll be then asked by name to show your answers. A correct answer will get you 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question in round 1. There is also no stealing in round 1, the buy-in round. David?
And because he always forgets, there is no bonus question in case of a perfect round.
I don't always forget. I just like having you have that line there.
Okay, thank you.
And real quick, there are also, you each get 3 repeats throughout the course of the whole match. I do believe we'll be reminding you of those, as well as we'll have a scoreboard up and try to keep that updated as well as possible.
We do have those.
All right. Any questions?
No, I'm good.
Nope. All right. I love it. Let's get started. David, how about you take the first question?
Yes, I love to. Thank you. In the category of Star Wars, what is the name of the general who gives Cassian the order to kill Galen Erso in Rogue One? We will just take the last name of this.
Although we'll be very impressed if you give us the full name.
Yeah, very impressed.
Well, I won't. I won't be impressed. David will be impressed. I don't care.
It's not said in the movie, so yeah, I'll be impressed. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, give us the name of that murderous general. Brandon.
I got nothing.
Malcolm.
Is it Orson Krennic?
It's incorrect. And Chris?
I guess Wallace. I could have think so. I know the actor, but
the correct answer was Rebel General Davids Draven.
You know, that guy. Your second question.
Oh, that guy. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, that guy. He was the.
I remember the actor, but not the face.
Your second question will come from the category of the DCEU. In Man of Steel, Lois Lane says she gets writer's block if she isn't wearing what?
Do you think we are going to get like the star wrong answer of testing at least once?
I hope so.
Okay, let's see. I mean,
I would love it if they gave us the answer you gave us in testing, David. The absolutely wrong answer.
mine was more logical than the star wrong answer. Why? For my sister got it. I was like,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Malcolm?
My answer's definitely wrong, but I put a really cool hit.
That is wrong. But
Yes.
Chris?
I went between bunch, but I said should. Without it more.
Okay. Brandon?
Black jacket.
That's correct.
Brandon is on the board.
You were wondering, the star wrong answer by a lot of people on testing was heels, high heels.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
how
me
you
neither.
guys-
Yeah, as soon as you started saying the question, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get at least one right.
Yeah, but I almost had glasses, but then I.
I said glasses in testing. The third question in the category of DC movies outside of the DCEU. In Batman the movie, how many guinea pigs? Well, I'm going to. In Batman the movie, how many guinea pigs does the Penguin dehydrate? You know, this is one of the guess a number questions.
My personal favorite.
I mean, I
I
have seen you enjoy asking a lot more deep questions.
keep beginning this was on.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Brandon. No, sorry, Chris. Well,
Doesn't matter.
10?
that's incorrect. Brandon,
2.
that's correct. And Malcolm,
I put 5.
that's correct.
Question though, because the phrasing of the word, you said the Batman movie. Are you talking about '89 Batman or Batman Returns? Because you said Penguin, so I was a little confused.
Batman the movie is from 1966.
Oh,
The
Michael Keaton one is just Batman. I think.
Or Batman 89 is what most
Yep.
people call it.
Yeah, but I think the official title is Tim Burton's Batman, actually. Right? If I'm not mistaken.
actually, I just think it's Batman, but people will say '89 Batman, so they know which one they're talking about.
Yeah.
Middle Earth.
Alex didn't. So
Middle Earth is the next.
Oh, Malcolm's gonna get this one.
Well, he's missed him before, but we'll see what happens. Middle Earth. What member of his family brings Bard the Bowman, the Black Arrow, in The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies? We just need a familial relationship.
Alex, if you had to be given a black arrow, who would you like to give it to you? It doesn't have to be a family.
My dog, I think, if she could come back to life.
Okay.
I think it'd be really great if she came back to life to help.
Okay. So would you like throw the arrow for him to fetch?
Yeah, I think that'd be great. God, I miss you.
4, 3, 2, 1, and this time is Brandon. Done.
Daughter?
That's incorrect. Close.
Oh, I now know what it is.
Malcolm.
His son.
That is correct. And Chris.
It's on Bane.
Correct. And Chris is on the board. Brandon with 1, Malcolm with 2, and Chris with 1.
Yep.
And you're. Haha! Next category is a repeated one, Star Wars. What actor played Chancellor Valorum in The Phantom Menace? I always pitied that guy. It's like,
Yeah,
poor guy.
the way he takes his sad chair.
It's like, oh. I mean, we were a lot better with him than Palpatine.
Yeah. Why didn't he ever get a sad chair? Well, he got blown up. He got worst.
Not really.
He got blown up.
Valorum?
Palpatine.
Oh yeah. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Malcolm.
It was not Ian McDermott, but it was the other guy.
Yeah, that's correct. The other guy. We covered that to you though.
It's actually funny.
Chris.
Starting thumps, timestamp.
Yep, that is correct. Brandon.
Can't stamp.
And with that, we have a 3-way tie.
All right. Your next question. Another one of your favorites there, David. Wizarding World. What chess piece did Harry play as in the chessboard chamber in Philosopher's Stone?
All right. So I think you will see this coming. So let me ask you a question, Alex. If you had to be a chess piece, which one would you like to be?
I think you want me to say Queen,
Do I?
but I'm gonna go ahead and say do we have a countdown? I don't want to spoil any answers. Is the problem?
3, 2, 1. Alex, what's your answer?
Oh,
Never mind. Chris?
Is it a rook? I think that how you say it?
No, that's incorrect. Brandon?
Knight.
That's also incorrect. You both named the pieces.
yeah, you've got both other.
Yep. And Malcolm?
Bishop.
The bishop is correct.
Looks like I got to start setting the actual names of the positions on a chessboard.
We will have, if it was the rook, we would have actually gotten like tower or castle.
Yeah, the Queen.
By the
side.
way, if it makes you feel better, Robert Parker missed this question once.
Oh.
So I was there. Next question. In the category of Marvel, what is the name of the alien race that infiltrates Earth in Dark Phoenix? You know, this wonderful, wonderful movie.
You saw it. You said it had some good action scenes.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. What?
You saw it. You said it had some good action scenes.
Yeah, actually, I think they are like my favorite mutant fights, because like the X-Men movies, the fights have never been their strong suit, in my opinion.
Don't know how to spell this correctly, but I hope it.
We will be a little lenient on spelling. Just don't watch it too much. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Right, Malcolm is using his first repeat. And the question is, in Dark Phoenix, what is the name of the alien race that infiltrates Earth?
I hate this movie.
I mean, I got out of banter. You could start it sometime.
It's still better than X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Facts.
Low bars, Mr. Alco.
Hands down. Brandon.
I got nothing.
Malcolm?
Is it the Barry?
Oh,
Close. By the way, Malcolm, you look like you are in like J.J. Abrams' movie. If you could like fix that. Thank you.
that's a lot of
And Chris,
Lens flare.
Oh, I said it differently. I said scrolls. Because that one.
it's the body.
the Dabar.
Oh,
Oh, close.
Very close though. Your next question comes from the category of scores and soundtracks. Your question: how many Superman movies did Ken Thorne compose the score for?
Superman. Actually, the score of Superman movies are pretty good.
Yep. Look, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's a hopefully correct answer.
That was the one.
Thank you.
Is it yours? I could swear I have heard it somewhere.
Is it my joke or my voice?
Your
Because
joke.
yes, either way.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Malcolm.
2.
2 is correct. Chris.
Thank God, 2.
Yep.
And Brandon?
2.
Yeah, well done.
3, and that's it. All right. Your next 9th question, or your penultimate question, in the category of Star Trek. Who is the only crew member of the Enterprise not to be called a unit by the replaced Ilea in Star Trek, the motion picture?
The only thing this movie tests is my patience, David. I really hate.
Here's the thing. It's not...
Can I have
The beginning of that movie is so slow. I'm just like, God.
Okay, repeat.
Okay, repeat.
Yeah, I should understand what you were saying.
That's 1 for Chris. Let's go with Star Trek. Who is the only crew member of the Enterprise not to be called a unit by the replaced Ilea in Star Trek, the motion picture?
I just gotta say, you can make that movie so much shorter if you cut out all the establishing shots, just all of the weird Enterprise moving like this.
I think they were trying. I think they were actually really, really proud of their CGI.
The only movie I almost fell asleep on.
No, not CGI. Sorry, of their effects. Even if Star Wars came out 2 years earlier and they did it so much better.
Oh, it's rough.
5, 4. I never understood that. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Malcolm.
Scotty?
That's incorrect. Chris.
I was thinking the same thing as Scotty.
That's also incorrect. Brandon.
Chekhov?
That's also incorrect. It's not one of the known ones. I think he's new to the movies. Wheeler Decker. The person who creates a new life form by fusing with a computer or something.
I hate it so much. I hate it.
I thought that was, but I thought it was a little bit too hard with that one. I was trying to think.
I hate it. Your last question comes from an interesting category here. We're going to comic book adaptations. Who made that noise? Your question: who voices Johan, the new spectral agent in the BPRD in Hellboy 2: The Golden Army?
Oh,
Alex, if you wanted to be like a BPRD agent, what superpower you think you will have?
I would want to make people blow up with my mind. I've been working on it since I was a little boy. It hasn't worked yet. I've come close a few times. But just think of all the problems it would solve.
Like Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah, just done.
Cool. 5, 4.
Take that, Rasputin.
2, 1. Pens down. Chris.
actually one of my favorites part of this movie, but I love this of all Stephen Fallen.
Yep. That's correct. Brandon.
LGMI. That's wrong.
Malcolm.
Daniel Day-Kim.
Well,
Malcolm,
at the end of the first round, we have Brandon behind with 3 points, and Malcolm and Chris tied up with 4 points each. So it's anybody's game.
very close game. But that leads us into round number 2. This is the winning round. This is the betting round. In round number 2, you will be given a category only. You'll have a few seconds to write down a bet between 0 and 5 points. You must have the points in order to bet them. You will then be given a question and have around 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer. You will then be asked by name to give your answer. If you get the answer correct, you will be given the amount of points you have bet, but an incorrect answer will lose you the amount of points that you have bet. If you lose all your points and hit 0, you can play your way back in by answering a question correctly. There are, of course, 3 ways to win a Geek Challenge Cup. The goal of the game is to get to 21 or more as quickly as you can. That is the domination win. If we go the full 25 questions, the person with the most points at the end gets the decision win. If both of your opponents hit 0 and you have points at the end of a question, you will have earned the knockout win. If 2 players pass 21 on the same question, the higher of the points total will be awarded the win. If the 2 are tied at the end of the question, they will share the win. Any questions?
No.
Okay, great.
I wasn't listening. Did you say that if they hit 0, they can win a point back?
I sure did.
Okay. Cool. I wasn't
Brandon,
listening. Sorry, I was like checking.
You have 2 repeats. Chris, you have 2 repeats. Once again, the score is Malcolm 4, Chris 4, Brandon 3. All right, your first question will come from the category of comic book adaptations.
Also, please, guys, for the scorekeeping, you write down your bets and leave it on your whiteboard until the question.
You said it was between 1 and 5 or 0 and 5?
0 and 5.
But you can't
have the points to
you can't bet points that you don't have. So you could bet up to 3.
Okay, yeah, that's what my question. So I can't do 4 or 5.
All right.
All right, bets, Brandon. Bets, Brandon.
0.
Okay, Malcolm.
I'm just playing it safe being a 1.
Ooh. Chris.
Yeah, go with 1. I do be a little bit safe here.
Okay. Yeah. So this could be big for Brandon.
Yeah, absolutely. Your question: in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, what is the name of the first band that Sex Bomb faces in the Battle of the Bands?
I think we already talked about your band, the Goth Mob.
The Goth Mob, yes.
Yeah. Actually,
join us or don't. It doesn't matter. We don't like you.
Yeah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Brandon for 3 points.
String theory. I had no idea. I'm glad I bet 0.
Malcolm.
Is it Quish and the Boys?
That is correct for 1 point. And Chris.
I blanked. I love this movie, but I couldn't remember the name.
Right. So it was actually big for Malcolm because now he goes up 2 points of both his opponents.
Yep.
Your next question comes in the category of DC EU. In Aquaman, Arthur and Mira go.
Right. We've still got a bit.
I did it again. Sorry.
DC EU is your category, and it will be coming from Aquaman.
Yep.
Shout out to David Garcia.
My goodness, it's like the 5th time I do this.
I even said I did an example of, and we still messed it. I hate this place. Brandon,
Yeah.
for
We'll get it eventually. We'll get it. 5 bets. Malcolm.
I bet nothing.
Okay. I guess he hasn't seen Aquaman. Chris
1.
Hey.
Being safe here.
and Brandon.
1.
All right, now I'm going to. What movie could it be for? In Aquaman, Arthur and Mira go to a Sicilian market. What strange item do they both try and eat while they are here? There. Why they are there.
here, there, and everywhere else.
Yeah.
English continues to be David Garcia.
What do you think? What train item they try to lift?
Eat.
Eat. So, Alex, have you ever eaten like something that was not meant to be eaten? Like, a bug or something as a kid?
Snails. I've done snails before.
Well, those actually are like a delicatessen dish in something.
Yeah, I don't think the ones just you pick off the street and
Oh, no, those no. I mean, if you cook them with tomato, bacon, and a lot of
I did not do that. I just went. No.
Yikes, 5, 4.
That was more than 15.
I regret my question. 1 pens down. Malcolm.
I don't know. I just put the table.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Chris,
I said a clam. I could have think like
what?
a
What?
clam.
No, that's not correct. Brandon,
Apple.
looking for rose petals. Here are I'm not a rose for some reason.
Brandon and Chris lose a point, right?
Yes, I think so.
So that's
Trying to.
We
By the
could
way,
be heading an early night for.
I'm curious about one thing. Brandon, what made you put apple as a strange item to be eaten?
I couldn't think of anything. I completely blanked on the scene, and it was the first thing that came to my mind.
Fair
Actually,
enough.
I mean, to be fair, it might be a strange item to people who live in the sea most of their lives.
So
So
that okay, yeah. Let's go with that.
Leave him alone, David. Your next question will come from the category of the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU).
And your question, right? Okay.
But if you notice, I haven't asked it yet.
Yeah, I know.
Does.
I know. I won't mess it up in the whole game.
Two. Okay. I'll take bets from Brandon, please.
2.
Whoa.
2 points. All right, and Malcolm
2.
and Chris.
0, because I
Okay.
have a feeling they both lose. They would be close to.
All right.
Fair enough. Your question: what member of the Warriors 3 is played by more than one actor?
Oof.
This is a nice little question.
You have to know like a few things about it before you have to.
You know, I really was like super shocked and surprised when I realized what actor plays him second.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like, oh wow! All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down and take answers from Chris.
So spell. I'm not sure the spelling.
Yeah,
because it's very.
It's not correct. It's not the name, but you're close. But you bet 0, so.
Yeah.
Brandon,
And I put that to Levi and
Andrew.
to after that.
Brandon is correct for 2 points.
And Malcolm?
One of the actors is very charming. The other's a big kid at heart. It's Fandral.
Yeah. 2 points. 2 points.
I was hoping to gain some ground on Malcolm on that one.
Yeah. I was doing my MCU actors list and I clicked on Zachary Levi on IMDb and Shazam showed up and it was like, well, okay, sure. All right, your next question comes in the category of Wizarding World.
Okay.
I'm wondering if Malcolm is going to.
You want him to do the full 5?
I am not going to say anything.
Okay.
All right, 5, 4. nothing. Bets from Chris.
2, because this is one I'm very knowledgeable about.
Okay. And Brandon?
1.
Fair enough. And Malcolm?
Malcolm?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
Whoa.
Here we go.
All right. And your question. What form does Luna Lovegood's Patronus take?
The question that I got won a couple matches ago that is killing me because
This is an important question.
Well, it might put Chris out.
no, I actually do know this because I remember that I got this one a while ago and now I remember it.
Okay, great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. pens down, and we go to Brandon, I think.
Rabbit.
That's correct for 1 point. Malcolm,
Rabbit.
that's correct for 3 points.
Oh,
And Chris,
Technically, a hare is a rabbit.
we'll take both.
We will accept.
Yeah.
We will accept hare as well as rabbit. All right. Big point for Malcolm there.
Oh, wait, I mean, I
Yeah,
gave
isn't-
3 on that, so he should
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah. I'm fixing it right now.
great. Thank you.
I think that's how it. I think that's how. Yeah.
Yep. Excellent.
All right.
Your next category will be Middle Earth.
How was that? Like your first and only love or something like that? You used to say.
The love of my life, I think, is in fact Middle
Okay.
Earth. We have the perfect relationship. It just sits there on the shelf until I have need of it, and it makes me cry every single time. I need bets from Brandon, please.
3.
Ooh, 3 points. Malcolm,
I put 2.
fair enough. And Chris,
I joined with 1 because they'd be safe. If he gets with 3, then I don't.
fair enough. Your question. Finish the quote from Return of the King. Riders of Rohan, oaths you have taken. Now fulfill them all, and I need the next 4 words, please.
This is a mean one. This is a really mean one.
I'll fire my question writer. I'm kidding. I'll give
Can
him.
you repeat the question?
I will absolutely do that. Finish the quote from Return of the King. Riders of Rohan, oaths you have taken.
Okay.
Now fulfill them all, and I need the next 4 spaces, please.
That was Chris, right?
That was Brandon, I thought.
Okay.
He got to only bet 1 point here because those are very tricky.
Give you a few more seconds. This is a tricky one.
This is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we go to Brandon. No, Malcolm, I think.
This is for Frodo.
It's incorrect. Chris?
On the blood-filled stone? Trying to remember.
No.
the-
It is incorrect as well. Brandon, did you have it?
Ride until dawn.
It's also incorrect. Looking for To Lord and Land. Followed by yeah. To Lord and Land. Yeah.
We are not counting the ha as
Yeah.
a word, but
Or you can see the spit fly out of what's his face's mouth.
all right. Your next question comes in the category of the DCEU again. What?
He almost did it again.
Are
Did
you
you-
doing? Are you doing update the score?
Did you update the scores for that last one, David?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to put them on screen. Malcolm, doing really well on this one.
Yep.
All right. So bets from Brandon, please.
2.
Okay, Malcolm
2.
and Chris.
1.
Now comes your question. What character resets Bruce Wayne's shoulder in Justice League? Justice League. We have been talking about you so much lately and your alternative version.
It's
Oh,
not
never-
gonna. It's not gonna stop for at least a year. So
Imagine if it's bad. Like, imagine if it's worse.
I don't think that's possible.
I
That
mean,
movie was so
I
bad. It can't get worse.
Actually,
don't say that.
Oh,
Don't say that.
Actually, I
And
enjoyed Justice League.
also, just it seems like the crew and the cast really enjoyed filming it with Zach, so that's why I'm positive on it.
Sweet.
They said it can't get worse than Batman v Superman, and then we got Suicide Squad. Don't say it
True.
can't get worse.
Very
Don't
true.
say it can't get worse.
Hands down. And Chris.
I believe it on a shit. It's Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Give you a point.
Brandon.
Wonder Woman.
2
Yep.
points.
And Malcolm to go back at 10.
Wonder Woman.
2 points. Well done.
With a singing voice.
Your next question will come from the category of scores and soundtracks. Tricky category.
Tricky. Yep.
I am not ruining my missions.
All right. We are looking for bets, starting with Brandon.
0.
Shocker. Malcolm.
0.
Shocker as well. And Chris.
0. I'm not to be stupid here. But 0.
No. Scores and soundtracks.
As they will say in there in multiplex, stats only round.
Yes, stats only round indeed. Your question. What song plays as Star-Lord gets his Walkman back in the kiln in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1?
Like, this was so great, the movie. And the sequel just...
Is better.
fell
I
down.
agree. It's so much better. You're right. I 100% agree.
It fell down
Wait,
so hard.
Wait. No.
It's so good. So much better. You're right, David.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3. Alex's opinions, you get used to them with the time. 3, 2, 1. Hands down. I think I said 3 twice.
You did.
Brandon.
Loose suede shoes? Not like it matters.
No,
That's not it.
you're right. It doesn't matter. Malcolm.
It didn't matter. It was that's all.
I mean, Brandon might be thinking of the band that sings the song "Hooked on a Feeling."
That's also incorrect.
And Chris.
Chris?
Yeah, but Malcolm, I'm saying hooked on this feeling.
Looking
Hooked on
for,
this feeling, same thing.
fittingly enough, Escape, the Pina Colada song. If you like me.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Why I bet 0. Scores and soundtracks?
Scene.
No.
We wasted a question, Alex.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about that.
All right, your next category comes in the category of Star Wars. Your next question comes in the category, not your anyway.
Okay, good.
What are you pointing at me for?
I just wanted to make sure you stopped. You're a loose cannon. You've been a loose cannon before with
Although to be fair, he's done it less times than what he did in the first Geek Challenge Cup.
That's true. Those excellent 4 times.
Okay, bets starting with Malcolm.
I just bet 1.
Okay, Chris.
I bet I'm just being safe here.
Okay. Brandon.
2.
Okay.
All right. Brandon looking to maybe make up some ground here.
Mm-hmm. All right, your question is Star Wars. Best saga ever made. Who flew? Flew? Okay. Who flew as Red Leader in the Battle of Coruscant in Revenge of the Sith? Would you be like Rogue One or something, Alex?
Black Squad. That it would be. It's so easy. It's right there. You could,
Black Leader?
yeah, Black Leader.
That's
Goth,
Poe Dameron.
yeah, Goth 1. Come on.
That's Poe Dameron. You will be Black 2 probably.
Nah.
You,
I was here first. Let
Were
me
you?
have it.
Right. Also, it's not the first one to get anyway. You have to be
I was here
good.
first. Doesn't matter.
You have to be good to be a leader. 3, 2, 1.
I've been leading this whole show. What are you talking about?
And Malcolm.
Anakin?
It's incorrect. Chris?
Also to Anakin, they kind of only best out.
Also incorrect. Brandon, did you pick the other one? No.
Oh, everyone went Anakin. Looking for. It was kind of a 50-50 shot, honestly. Looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep.
So my thought process was like, I felt like they were still using gold on that one. So I was like, Obi-Wan would have been gold. So
That's
it
fair.
was a 50-50 shot.
That's a fair enough assumption. Oh god. We are staying for your next question and category. We're staying in Star Wars.
It happens. That will.
Pina coladas. I'm
Then,
not a singer.
okay. Bets, starting with Chris.
I don't watch the two see the lower
Okay.
thing there up stuff
I mean, it
because
worked for you last time. So,
Why not?
Brandon
Brandon?
1.
and Malcolm.
I'm trying to get their point back. 1.
Okay.
Fair enough. In Solo, a Star Wars story, who is the leader throughout most of the film of Crimson Dawn?
You need the character.
Yes, I need the character.
That's like the trickiest part. So everybody knows who plays him. Because, like, he's famous. But the names in Star Wars. George Lucas naming people, even if this one wasn't.
What would your George Lucas name be, David?
My George Lucas?
Don't say Poe Dameron.
Yeah, no. That's not a George Lucas name.
Huh?
I will think about it. I will give you an answer when you less expect it.
Hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Chris.
I don't know if my first name for that. Like Rocky Boss Palm Bettany.
That's incorrect. Brandon.
I didn't have it. I couldn't pull it.
All right. And Malcolm.
I said Tobias Beckett.
No.
Oh, I think you're thinking of the other guy. Looking for Dryden Voss.
I knew as soon as you said it, I was going
I
to be so
remember
pissed at
his
myself.
first name. Like
And what's frustrating is I just watched it a couple days ago.
That is unfortunate.
All right.
I remember his last name, but I just couldn't pull his first name. Like
David?
Yeah. Okay. In the category of Marvel movies. Marvel movies. Okay. Bets. Starting with Brand.
0.
Okay. Playing it safe. Malcolm.
0.
Okay. Chris.
1.
Ooh.
Okay.
And your question. What is the name of the surgical head of Transigen in Logan? Surgical, did I say it right?
Surgical? Yes.
Cool. I know this actor's name, by the way, now.
In what movie?
Logan.
I know it now. After Jimmy, you hit me with it like 4 times.
Yeah. You just got to make sure it really,
In my head. I knew. But anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down and Brandon.
Didn't have it.
Okay. Malcolm.
I literally just watched this yesterday. I can't remember. I put the guy for beard.
Richard E. Grant does have a great beard. Not the correct answer. Chris.
Yeah, I only put the actor between Glenn.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember the guy.
We were looking for Sander Rice. The only one who bet was Malcolm.
Chris.
Chris.
Chris, not Malcolm. Okay, yeah.
Wait, one.
Chris, if you can, please leave your bets. Leave your bet on the whiteboard.
All right. Your next question will come from the category of
Wait.
Marvel.
That's
Marvel films.
no, that's it. Yeah.
I think we established last time that this category has a lot of crap in it. So we'll see how they navigate while David figures out the technical difficulties. That he's
It's not
having.
really difficulties. I am. Oh wow.
And now it's difficulties. I need bets from Marvel in 3, 2, 1. Brandon.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to get out of that knockout range. Malcolm.
0.
Trying to just hold on to that lead. Chris.
0.
All
Okay.
right. Nobody trying to make up any ground here on Malcolm, who's in the lead.
I can't afford it. I can't take the risk. You keep doing Marvel, I can't do it.
Well, that's absolutely fair. I hope some nicer categories for you come up soon. Your question. How many souls is the contract of San Venganza worth in Ghost Rider?
Sam Venganza.
Or as they say in the movie, Sam Venganza.
Sam Venganza. Yeah, I always enjoy when they try to speak Spanish. It's like
Well, it's also tech. It's
This
also
is why.
what's that?
This is why I bet 0.
Yeah,
This is why I bet 0.
Like-
Marvel.
in the fifth movie of Pirates of the Caribbean. It was so nice listening to Javier Bardem
Yeah,
speak Spanish in the middle of "Vamos, vamos, vamos," and he does it with his accent.
4, 3. Not even. Did you like Penelope Cruz? 2, 1.
In the fourth one,
Never number 4.
I just didn't like the movie overall.
Well, I don't know how to talk to you. And we'll go to answers from Brandon, please,
1,000.
and Malcolm.
666.
That would be cool. Chris.
10,000.
Well, I wish Brandon would have bet a point because he would have gotten it right. 1,000 souls, the contract of San Venganza.
That's okay.
All right, your next question. Hoping for a nicer one. It's comic book adaptations.
Wheel.
God.
Yeah,
RNGesus is not necessarily with some of our competitors here today.
How many questions are left?
This is question 12 out of 25.
yep.
So a little bit of time left for everybody to try and catch up to Malcolm, and plenty of time for Malcolm to go and chase that domination win if he wants it. You gotta want it, Malcolm.
Okay, bets starting with Brandon, please.
0.
Shocker, Malcolm.
I mean, if the categories are better, I will try for the domination win, but I've just put 0.
Fair enough.
Shocker as well. And Chris?
0.
Yep. I mean, fair,
And I
absolutely.
regret not putting a point for 0.
Knowing the question right there, I probably will do the same. Okay. In comic book adaptations, in RIPD, what artist duo is always playing in the RIPD station? You know, just nice and easy question, Alex.
You know what? This line has always stuck with me throughout like the nearly 10 years that I've known of this movie. Every now and then I think of this line. So yeah, no, honestly, David, you're going to be playing in one soon, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm still waiting on the sequel.
Not happening.
RIPD 2. PD harder.
4, 3, 2, 1. And looking for answers, starting with Brandon.
This is why I bet 0. I don't know, Queen.
That would be sweet.
That'd be sweet.
Malcolm?
Ike and Tina Turner.
That also be fun.
And Chris?
Pina colada.
The answer is Steely Dan.
What is with the Steely Dan?
A thing.
Yep. Classic artist duo, Steely Dan.
Right.
Moving on. Your next category is DC. DC films.
A lot of crap in there.
There's a lot of crap. I think we did this last time as well.
Yeah.
Everybody, real quick, which is worse, Marvel or DC?
Not
If you had to
in
just
terms
put
of
your,
quality of movies in general.
just if you had to put your
Which
stamp
one
on
is
it.
worse?
Yeah.
For
which
me,
one's
They're
worse?
about the same.
You think which one is worse? Or which is
Which one has more crap in it?
Marvel?
Or has less crap in it?
Marvel.
For me,
Marvel?
it's the
Howard the
same.
Duck. Yeah.
But the thing is,
Wait,
DC has
Howard the
Catwoman,
Duck,
and for me,
Electra.
that brings the average down of so many of the other ones.
It's fair. Yeah.
I
And
think
Marvel does have a few terrible ones as well. Ghost Rider 2.
Electra.
Yeah.
Fan Four Stick.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
But you can counter with Superman 4.
That's why I say they're even. They're even for me because some of them just have some stinkers.
Yeah.
That it just brings down the average of everything else.
Well, bets.
Bets.
Malcolm.
0.
Okay.
Chris.
Yeah.
And Brandon.
0.
So how many rounds of these have we had straight?
This is easily a record out of the both that we've shot. This is easily a record for both.
It's just I can't afford unless
Waiting
I'm like
for one category.
Fair
I have
enough.
1 point, so I can only bet one. And lately, choosing ones that I'm not like I don't feel very good on. So
When you see when you hear the movie, you probably won't regret it.
Yeah. This is actually one of my favoriter ones. While Dick DeRock played Swamp Thing in 2 movies, who played Alec Holland, the scientist who became Swamp Thing?
Yep. I actually kind of liked Swamp Thing. It was
But Return to Swamp Thing is where it's at. You're right, David. 100% true. True facts. It's the only movie that I can think of where someone does mushrooms and then it's like, yeah, that was great.
honestly, the Return of Swamp Thing is like they didn't take themselves seriously.
No reason to.
2, 1. All right, pens down. Stats only. Malcolm.
Winona Ryder.
That is incorrect.
Chris.
I think this is one, but I just put Chris stopped it then.
That would be weird. Also incorrect. And Brandon.
So originally I bet 1 and I changed it like right before the 0. I'm so glad. But just to be funny, Christian Harloff.
Ha! All right. Your next category, you can.
Hang on. The correct answer we were looking for, Ray Wise.
Ray Wise.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah.
Your next category
That makes
can bet points on because you can bet points, guys. I mentioned that. It's Wizarding World.
Okay, that's what the category we're looking for.
And now I think they're starting to open up.
I'm going to just change.
Yeah, go on. I know what yeah.
All right, bets starting with Chris.
3.
Whoa, going
All in.
in.
All in, baby.
Yeah, Brandon.
Because I have to somehow couch Malcolm out of questions, so 1.
So this is interesting. If both you and Chris get it wrong, it's going to be a knockout. It's going to be a knockout win for Mr. Malcolm here. Malcolm, points, please.
5.
Whoa.
All in, baby.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
like, okay, guys, I said you could bet points, but like, okay, anyway.
We just made up. Malcolm just made up for everyone for the last like 4 questions.
And your question that could actually be the last question of the game. Let's hope not. Not because I don't want Malcolm to win, just because I kind of like asking questions. In Deathly Hallows Part 2, what spell does Professor McGonagall finally get to use during Battle of Hogwarts?
I think
I knock out here. Fuck
this is going to be where the repeats come into play. Who's going to be able to draw out that knowledge from their head?
Actually, you went really deep, and you accused me of being deep in Harry Potter.
Yeah. I can do
Cool.
it.
Malcolm, congrats.
I'm right when I say it, by the way.
Did you ask for a repeat, Chris?
I said, Malcolm, congrats, because I get knocked out this one. I think.
5, 4.
Repeat.
All right.
There's the first one.
In Deathly Hallows Part 2, what spell does Professor McGonagall finally get to use during the Battle of Hogwarts?
She was so excited to finally get to use it. I've always wanted to use that spell. That's right. I can quote it too, David. You're not special.
I like to think that everyone's special, Alex. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right.
This is it. Let's start with Malcolm for fancies.
I've probably stuffed it up. Puello Locomotor.
So close.
Gonna lose a big 5 points on that one, but it might not matter. Brandon, could you get there?
Loca motor. It's not right.
They all got that part.
Chris, to avoid the knockout loss.
Yeah, that's really honest.
Your winner by way of knockout, he is Malcolm Goldie Lay. Everyone missed it looking for Pierre Totem Locomotive. Oh.
So I had started to write the one that turns blank, blank, blank into blank. I was like, no, that's not right. And then luckily, yeah, it came to me. But
this was one of the. Look at the final score.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fairly low scoring game. Everyone kind of got a little spooked by the questions, but ultimately, it's not about the questions that you don't bet on. It's the ones that you do. Everyone felt really confident in Wizarding World, and just Malcolm got a little bit ahead and was able to capitalize on it. He wins by the first ever I can remember knockout, because we usually just keep it going for testing, but live questions. Yeah, Malcolm, the second ever winner of a Geek Challenge Cup live edition. Well done, Malcolm. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel good. Like I was holding on to that lead. No one really sort of passed me in that last round. So it was like just strategically going 0 just to stay up there. But yeah, it's fun to win.
It is fun to win. Chris, things didn't work out today the way you maybe wanted them to, but you actually got some solid points up in round 1, and you got actually a few answers in round 2 as well. How do you feel?
I feel good. I think just the spells really confused me because there's so many words to put together. But it was a fun game. I'm looking forward to play again in the future and maybe beat Malcolm next time.
Yeah. Well, we do love you on the show, Chris, and you're more than welcome to come back anytime. Brandon, First time really competing. You hadn't had a chance to test it. You hadn't had a chance to compete before this a whole lot. How do you feel?
Just because, especially with comic book adaptations, it can be anything. And I was so nervous. I'm like, yeah, I have to make ground on Malcolm because I thought that we would just keep going until someone got 21. But then when you said there was 25 questions, that's when I had to change my mindset. Like, I have to start betting the point that I have. Because if I have one, I bet one.
Yeah.
Kept doing categories that I'm like, I'm not that great or I don't feel comfortable yet in. So I was like, I can't risk it. So, but I definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that Wizarding World question was like a mean one for all of you, which are confident in Wizarding World. So you went all in, didn't pay out. That's how sometimes works.
I love betting. I love betting. I love the betting.
Kicking myself, I should have just said 0 and be tied with. Right.
Malcolm got the lead, and he came up large in the final question. Pierre Totem Locomotor got the best of a few people. David, closing final thoughts?
I mean, I think this was a different type of game. Like the last one was a high-scoring game, and it shows that it doesn't matter who is playing. Everyone can have any kind of match because Malcolm in the last match was up there with Nico.
Yep.
The whole time he was getting solid points. I think he got to 20 something. No, I think
he got to around 16, and then Nico passed
or something. But today the questions just didn't land, and Malcolm ended up with 3 points and getting the knockout win. It shows that this game, it doesn't matter who is playing, can go literally anywhere.
Yep. All right, and that is that for this edition of the Geek Challenge Cup. We will see what happens next time. David, I think you might have something to say. You might be one of our next competitors here in a little bit.
Yeah, I actually will probably. I have been testing this for a while now, and I really want to compete in a live one. So I'm actually excited to see who you find. So,
I've got some surprises for you, David. Well, that's it for us. I am Alex. That is David for Brandon, Chris, and today's winner by way of knockout, Malcolm Goldilay. We will see you the very next time we face off.